fans to WTOP 10 Sports. My name is Rob Finger, alongside Eric Palmieri, and we're here at the Laker Turf for today's matchup between your Oswego State Lakers and the SUNY Morrisville Mustangs. This one is going to be quite the matchup, isn't it, Eric?
It's going to be a good one. We have two very different teams right here. We have the Oswego Lakers riding high off of a 4-0 win against Canton, but we have the Mustangs taking a devastating loss on Wednesday, 1-6. So definitely two different stories for the teams here. Mustangs looking to get their first win of the season, while the Lakers are looking to have a 2-0 lead, looking to ride, or 2-game winning streak, looking to ride high.
Oh, absolutely. And you mentioned the Morrisville Mustangs. They are, unfortunately, winless this year. An 0-6-2 record. Their only draws coming against Alfred State and SUNY ESF. The former being to the tune of 0-0, and then the latter being to the tune of 3-3. So two very different outcomes for a Morrisville State Mustangs team that, well, desperately wants a win, especially as they come up to Oswego here. I'd say about an hour and 30 drive from Morrisville. I've been there a couple times to either play hockey or just to visit the campus as well. So, and then we have, like you said, the Oswego State Lakers, who unfortunately last week dropped a heartbreaker to SUNY Oneonta. That one 2-0 in favor of the Oneonta Red Dragons, and another team that was winless in their entire seasons to that point anyway. They were 0-5-1 coming in, Oneonta. But now the Lakers trying to stay above 500 here. They've got 5-4 in terms of record, so they don't want to go exactly 500. They want to get those two games above and come in with that 2-0 record.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't think we should take records into account for this game. This is their last matchup against Morrisville. I mean, the last matchup was in 2017. These are completely new rosters. These teams have never faced off against each other with these rosters, so I think we should definitely see how they fare off against each other, as it could be unpredictable. We could see another game like Oneonta where maybe they come in and maybe underestimate their opponent.
Yeah, and you mentioned the rosters as well, and we must make mention of the fact that it is senior day for your Oswego State Lakers, and we have to highlight all the seniors for this Oswego women's soccer team. We got Lexi Thompson, Emma Rektorovic, Gabriela Martinez, Jackie Marquardt, Lauren O'Connell, Katie Del Grosso, Carissa Rue, and Perry Anderson, the starting keeper here, as we get things underway. Your Oswego State Lakers in their white kits today, and the Morrisville Mustangs in the black, as the Lakers looking to take a quick opportunity and get it really deep into that far corner, all the way over by the flag. And will that one go out? I believe it will. That'll go off the sideline, so it'll be a throw-in for the Lakers as they look to win that possession battle, battling over there in the far corner. Just don't want it to go out, though. It'll go off the end line, and I believe that will be a goal kick for the starting keeper for Morrisville, that being Kaylee Roberts, a native of Deansboro, New York, a freshman in the goal.
I know you were saying it's senior day, but one player I do want you to watch for the Lakers is freshman number 19, Kaylee Elliott. She was able to score her first two goals against Canton in just under 2 minutes. A very impressive showing from the freshman. And definitely something I'm sure the Lakers love to see, as they can maybe get their goal scoring more spread out.
Oh, wow, and an early one for the Oswego State Lakers. That's number 24, Carissa Rue, on senior day. What a goal from her just over a minute in. And the Lakers will take a 1-0 lead. Wow, what a performance from her.
Great job to get in position by her right there. I mean, she just set herself right up in front of the net, stayed on sides. Perfect way to start the game. If you're Brian McGrain, you got to be ecstatic with this start. The goal just a minute in.
Oh, absolutely. And with a goal, especially, like I said, a minute 15 into the first half even, you got to wonder what else the Oswego State Lakers have in store here, as the Morrisville Mustangs will look to possess it instead, but kicking it over to that far side. It'll go for Amber McDermott, trying to get her boots on it, but running for it now. Jackie Marquardt, her McDermott over there putting in work and getting it long up that far sideline, long up the left wing. But unfortunately, Kaylee Roberts, the keeper, will get her gloves on it, and she will look to roll it out herself over to her defensive line.
It will be interesting to see if Oswego could keep up the defensive dominance that they had against Canton on Wednesday. They held Canton to just one shot on net, and that makes it pretty nice for Perry Anderson. So it'll be interesting to see if they can keep that rolling into this game.
Here comes Brianna Winkler over there in the near corner. But hitting it off to Nicolette Joanno. Joanno, just off the legs there. It'll go off the end line, so we will have our first corner kick of the game.
Always so excited to see a corner kick if they could place it right.
Oh, absolutely. And the Lakers a little bit deliberating on who's going to be taking it here. They'll send over, I believe that is number 23, Katie Del Grosso, and I believe that is number 12, Amber McDermott. McDermott will hand it off to Katie Del Grosso, so they won't take advantage necessarily of a corner like that, and it'll go off the end line. We'll have another goal kick for Kaylee Roberts, as a lot of this game so far has been played in her end, even in the starting minutes here.
Hopefully the freshman can keep her composure, right? I mean, I know a goal went in a minute in, but it's a long game. It's 90 minutes, You just gotta keep a calm composure and try to set up some offense for the Mustangs.
Here comes Morrisville the other way. Ashlyn Sagan looking to throw it in this time. Sends it off towards that center line, but the Lakers will get their boots on it. Handing it back to Nicolette Joanno. And they'll get it back to their D-line. Well, but they got to be careful here. A little bit of double teaming there on number 8, Gillian Groth.
A little bit of a shaky reset there from the Lakers, but it seems like they're able to maintain possession.
And they're using a lot of that far side wing anyway to get it further into the Mustangs' end. They've done it a few times already. Amber McDermott putting a kick on. It goes over towards Gabriela Martinez, the senior. But it'll go off the sideline, and that will be a throw-in for the Mustangs.
Not a bad placement there on the pass. Just it looked like Martinez couldn't handle it, and then it went right off the boot.
Yeah, it did go a little bit further than the goal, but like I said, you want to place those right in front of that goal, right in that box. And it would have been a wonderful goal if she just could have gotten her boot on it or had it possessed or had the kick go a little bit shorter than where it went. And it'll go off the end line again. And once again, Nicolette Joanno will throw it in.
We are seeing some nice control, though, from the Oswego Lakers. Jackie Marquardt, Gabriela Martinez is starting to definitely some good control here to get past the Mustang defense.
Yeah, 5 minutes in anyway, and it's essentially been dominated, the possession battle anyway, by the Lakers so far. You're seeing a lot of play in their own end. And as of course, the Mustangs now with another throw-in. This one courtesy of Leah Walker.
Yeah, you definitely love to see it. I mean, it's been a theme for the Lakers to have a sluggish start in these first halves. They struggle to get offensive possessions, and then they really start to turn it up in the second half. So you gotta love this start for the first 6 minutes of the game.
Oh, but that's not something you want, a big turnover like that. But thankfully, number 8, Gillian Groth, is able to get her boot on it, send it the other way. But again, that Laker defensive line having to put in work early as the Mustangs taking it once again along that far side. A lot of play being played over by those benches on the far side of the turf field. Here is the Lakers. Here they come with a bit of a good opportunity, but just stopped in their tracks by Rebecca Kench. And again, Morrisville now making use of their defensive line, but that's a good ball all the way over towards Katie Del Grosso, but she's just not able to take advantage of it. Just a little bit too far. And again,
it was good hustle though by Del Grosso there. I mean, in terms of hustle, that's the player you want to go to is Del Grosso, who seems to fuel this team with just how.
And I believe they may have called that offsides. nonetheless, it'll be, I believe, a free kick for these Morrisville Mustangs. And taking it, doing the honors, is Kaylee Figger. Here's the boot. And it'll go all the way over to the far side, over towards Michaela Zada. But it'll go out, unfortunately. And we will have another throw-in for these Oswego State Lakers. And they'll take it up that far sideline again. You run the risk going along that sideline of easily getting it out of bounds and risking a throw-in for the other team as it'll go past. I believe that was Ella Congdon. But here come the Lakers, and that's a push over there. Easy call on Ava Mallon.
Rough fall for Nicolette Giano right there.
Yeah,
hopefully she's okay.
Nicolette Joanno, my goodness. But she's been playing well, I will say, these past couple games. Even in that fateful game that we saw against Oneonta, the 2-0 game. But still, these Lakers with an early lead here. And Erica Yancey will do the free kick honors, kicking it right into the box, but it'll go off the gloves of Kaylee Roberts, and it'll be kicked off the end line by her team. Just looking to get that little break in the action, looking to get it out of that sort of chaotic area right in front of the goal. And the Lakers won't do a big kick from the corner, but they'll kick it right to Kaylee Roberts, who again, using her hands, just able to get it out of harm's way.
Yeah, Roberts is doing a great job. Those last two shot attempts, she did a great job of stepping up and just getting her gloves on the ball. I mean, you want to see her glove it, but it just getting contact on it is very big.
Oh, here's an opportunity, a big kick, and again, the gloves of Roberts able to keep the Lakers only at a single goal. Here as we're almost about 10 minutes in here from the Laker turf, and another corner kick as well. We'll see if they do that same play of, passing it out instead of giving it a big boot all the way to the goal anyway. They will this time, though. Right into the box, a couple of headers. It'll stay in bounds, and the Lakers will have a big opportunity here. Oh, but they're just not able to get their boots on it, and running back to it is Gabriela Martinez. It just stays in, and Nicolette Joanno now will possess it. Tried to get it back to Martinez, but the Mustangs able to steal it away. Here they come the other way. Jaden Brody sending it across there over towards Callie LaFontaine. But again, the Lakers running that risk along that far side. Here they come, though, along the end line. Closer and closer they come, but blocked by a defender. Again, Morrisville will look to get their boots on it and send it back up the other way, but the Lakers, with plenty of bodies in the defensive end, they send it all the way over the head of Katie Del Grosso, and it'll go off the sideline. That will be a throw-in for the Morrisville Mustangs.
Mustangs had good traffic there in front of the goal to deflect the shot there to just stop Oswego from getting it to the goalkeeper Roberts there.
Oh, absolutely. Any assistance you can give to your goalkeeper to make their job easier is always appreciated and always goes a long way, as the Lakers, again, trying to take it off that sideline. But, wow, what possession there and a steal there by Katie Del Grosso. Big kick will go off the end line just wide of the goal. And we'll have a goal kick for Kaylee Roberts.
What an effort there. 3-on-1, able to take the ball back and
absolutely,
somehow get a shot there.
You saw Ava Mallon, number 18 for the Mustangs, possessing it there, but just stealing it away is Katie Del Grosso. That's how you get those good opportunities. That's how you get goals on the board, especially something like that, as it gets kicked over and off the sideline here.
We're seeing a lot of careless passes from the Mustangs right now. A lot of just trying to set up that offense, and those first passes, I mean, they're going long, or the player has to run to get it. It's just got to calm down, set the play up.
Yeah, and you saw another one there from Ashlyn Sagan, but again, Oswego will throw it in. And this time possessing it is Jackie Marquardt, one of our seniors here. But getting it in her boots is Ashlyn Sagan. She'll send it towards the center. Here is Oswego again, able to keep possession here as they send it again to Katie Del Grosso. We'll see what she does with it. Tried to send it towards the center, but Morrisville Mustangs again getting a couple set plays here into that center circle, and they will have a rush up themselves, but you'll see how far they'll go before number 15, Gabriela Martinez, is able to steal it away. And Nicolette Joanno will take it up the near sideline, handing it off to Katie Del Grosso. Del Grosso this time to Marquardt. Marquardt, a little bit of a good ball there, but he will have go all the way down to Kaylee Roberts. And she instead will kick it off against Rebecca Kench anyway.
Thought we were going to see that first form of control for the Mustangs past the midfield line there. This is a team where the theme has been offensive struggles, only averaging .63 goals a game.
Ooh. Definitely
Trying to change the theme here in this game, but as of right now, we are 13 minutes in, and it's a rough start.
Yeah, it's looking like all Lakers now as it will go over the end line, and that will be a goal kick. Just ricocheted off the flag there, but unfortunately off the side of the end line. And that'll be another goal kick for Kaylee Roberts. And she'll give it just a little pass instead over to Kaylee Figger.
I think that's the goal for the Mustangs. Try to keep the passes simple, you know. They've tried a lot of these long passes, and it just hasn't worked out for them. And it would be interesting to see if they can just get these short back-and-forth passes to maybe get some offensive possession here.
You say that, but I will say that long pass there. But here come the Lakers anyway. That's Brianna Winkler. Big opportunity for her coming in. The kick, and it's stopped again by the gloves of Roberts. It'll stay in bounds, though. And Winkler again just fighting over towards that far sideline for it. But again, the Mustangs able to just possess it enough to get it out of harm's way so far.
Great save there by
center.
Roberts. I mean,
absolutely.
you had Del Grosso running down the middle. You know, as a goalkeeper, you're trying to keep that player in the side of your eye, but you got a player coming right at you, and a great way to just stay composed and get your hands on the glove.
Oh, absolutely. As here comes number 18, Ava Mallon again, a big kick. And saving that with ease is Perry Anderson. Another one of our seniors here today on Senior Day. We're about 15 minutes in. Still 30 minutes to go in this first half, so still a lot of time for both teams to make an impact. The Lakers, though, still with that 1-0 lead as they get a big ball all the way to Katie Del Grosso. It'll go way, way far. Oh, and she jukes out the defender here. Here's Del Grosso. Shot scores!
What a move by Katie Del Grosso right there. And then what a shot with the left foot.
Oh, absolutely. Able to beat Kaylee Roberts. And just like that, the Lakers will take a 2-0 lead early here at home.
Lakers have got to be buzzing right now. Two goals in the first 15 minutes, and possession has been all Lakers so far in these first 15.
Oh, absolutely. And you got to wonder, like I said before, after that first goal, you got to wonder how much of that scoring prowess we're going to be seeing here from the Lakers. And you got to think, it's come on pretty early anyway. 2 goals in the first 15 minutes of play anyway. As here they come again, getting it from the center. Oh, and almost tripping over there was Amber McDermott. But she will stay with it.
And you always love to see a senior score on Senior Day, right? I mean,
oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You love to see it because that's now 2, I believe. So it'll go off the end line again. And this time it'll be a corner kick for the Oswego Lakers. You got to wonder if they'll give it the boot or if they'll give it a little pass. As number 24, Carissa Rue, one of our goal scorers here today, will go over with her teammate And that is Amber McDermott. McDermott faking it out, handing it off to Rue. And Rue will get past the defender, past Ava Mallon. Here she comes into that box. A big header, a lot of chaos, and it'll go right into the hands of Kaylee Roberts. 28:40 still left in this first half anyway. Still a lot of time to play and a lot of time for maybe the Mustangs to claw it back however they can, or hoof it back, you might say, because of them. But nonetheless, still playing in the center anyway, and they've got the possession. A long ball, but can she beat it? Even Mallon, or Callie LaFontaine, anyway, not able to get it. As here's Ava Mallon instead. She'll hand it up, and here come the Morrisville Mustangs the other way, but just stopped in their tracks by that defensive line of the Oswego Lakers. Here they come the other way, just trying to win that possession game in the midfield. And there's a long ball all the way up for Katie Del Grosso again. Here she comes. Oh, just trying to stop it, but it's stolen away by Rebecca Kench. My goodness, you got to give credit for her for getting all the way back on Katie Del Grosso and able to steal it away.
It's a great hustle by the defender right there. Katie Del Grosso just tried to juke out the defender, but it was a great play.
Oh, here's a good ball. Oh, but it's pushed over. Michaela Zada pushing over Amber McDermott, and unfortunately she'll fall over Kaylee Roberts there.
Scary collision there. Hopefully McDermott's okay.
She looks fine enough fixing her shin pads anyway, and we will have a penalty kick here.
Always love to see a penalty kick. Mustangs are 1-2 for their opponents, so we'll see how Roberts can handle the kick.
Amber McDermott. Here she comes. The kick. She scores. 3-0. The score from the Rock Tavern native. My goodness. And the Lakers have run away with this game so far.
I don't think Brian McGrain's going to have any notes at halftime for these Oswego Lakers, as it seems that just this game has been all Oswego so far.
And Amber McDermott getting her second goal of the year so far, as we'll get a couple substitutions here. Both Gabriela Martinez and Katie Del Grosso will go off and take a much-deserved and well-deserved break over there on the bench, as we'll get, I believe that's Courtney Key coming to join us, and number 16, Lene Russell, will join us on the pitch here.
What's been helping the Lakers here is their offense is coming from so many players. I mean, Del Grosso, McDermott. We saw a
Carissa Rue, especially that first goal. Yeah. Thankfully, the Lakers are able to find some good momentum here, but Morrisville again having these few little possessions in the Lakers' end, giving us a little bit of pause for thought. But then it's things like this, big rushes from the Lakers, that, well, bring us back to earth and bring us back to the realization that these Lakers are something special anyway. They're pretty damn good at what they do.
It's a great rundown there by Layla Walker, though, to kick it out of bounds and make sure the defense could get reset for Mustangs. Mm-hmm. The big thing
absolutely.
for them is to just not lose hope. There's still a good 70 minutes in this game. They are not out of it.
And Marek Torovic going over there to the far corner. Big boot from her to the center box. A bit chaotic, but it'll be kicked out by the Morrisville Mustangs. And going for it again is our latest goal scorer, Amber McDermott. She'll hand it off. A big kick there will get saved by Kaylee Roberts. And that one almost looked like it was going to find just that inside of the post.
Right.
Until she was able to get her gloves on it. We'll have another corner kick for the Oswego State Lakers.
It was a great boot by Erica Yancey. I was on the edge of my seat for that one.
Oh, and Lene Russell tried to get it in with a header there, but unfortunately didn't go quite the way that she would have wanted. Goes off of her head and off the end line. And that'll be another goal kick for Kaylee Roberts, who's had to do quite a bit today so far. Quite a bit for her team.
Yeah, these long balls from the corners have just been, the placement's been there. It's just the headers haven't, but the placement has been great from the Lakers. And as a goalkeeper, you're definitely scared of that.
And here they come again, and another one. Kaylee Elliott making it 4-0 just in the first 20 minutes of play here at Laker Turf. My goodness.
That was one of our players to watch at the beginning of this game, Rob,
yeah.
and she continues her she continues a 2-game streak of goals. 3 goals now in the last 2 games.
Oh yeah, and you said those first 2 goals came in what, about like 2 minutes?
Under 2 minutes of play. She in between the 16th and 18th minute, those 2 goals back to back.
Wow. Well, we see a little bit of that scoring pace anyway now from the Lakers. 3 goals in what? Just under about 6-7 minutes anyway?
Yeah, the momentum from the Canton game is phenomenal.
24-17 still left to go in this first half as the Lakers again, big boot there, but it'll go into the hands of Kaylee Roberts. 4-0 the score now is, unfortunately, you got to feel for Roberts over there in net for the Mustangs, facing a 4-0 deficit. My goodness.
No other goalkeeper on the roster, so she's going to have to stay in there all 90 minutes. You just hope that she can keep her head up.
Here come the Lakers again. No mercy as it goes to the center and finds Twine.
This goal scoring pace is insane, Rob. We have seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goals in just over 20 minutes. We're looking at a goal
And those
every
last
4.
those last 4, like coming in the span of 6 or 7 again.
Yes.
Like, my goodness.
You want to see the Mustangs recollect themselves here, just so this game doesn't get, not that it isn't already out of hand, but just even more out of hand. You want to, if I'm head coach Paul Assep, but you gotta regroup your team here.
Absolutely. As again, like I said, as it was going to that center box, no mercy from these Lakers. They want to get out, and they want to get ahead, and they want to get ahead by a lot as they get it back to their defensive line here. You got to wonder if they'll get some of the players with a little bit less playing time a little bit of a chance here with a 5-goal lead anyway. 5-0 still the score.
Get all your seniors some playing time for senior day for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
You want to say the game's never over, but Lakers up five goals. I mean, Mustangs have only scored 5 goals all season, Rob.
They'd have to make a quite Herculean effort anyway to surmount this. Well, it's turned it's not so much of a mountain as it is a cliff now in
David
front of them.
versus Goliath right now. The Mustangs have got to get out there rock and sling.
Carissa Rue taking this corner kick again with Lene Russell over next to her. She'll hand it off to Russell. Rue will get it back, though. Russell just behind her. Oh, making a move. Carissa Rue getting it to the center, but
What a
it's
nice
Elizabeth
move by
Signorelli.
Carissa Rue.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, and another kick there, thankfully saved by Kaylee Roberts. For her sake, anyway, thankfully. Just to be able to make that save, you got to think it's a little bit of that psychological element for her. She's able to make one save at a time, even with a score like 5-0 on the board, not in her team's favor.
No, hopefully the defense can shorten the lanes so that they can make some nice saves for Roberts, just to get the self-esteem up. Help out your goalkeeper a bit.
Singranelli, a big boot there. It'll go wide of the net. And Roberts will have to come out, grab the ball, and get a goal kick herself with 21-28 still left to go in this first half. We were only halfway through, and it's already 5-0. Where's the ceiling, do you think, for this Lakers team?
I have not seen a game like this, Rob. I am not sure. Highest scoring game I've seen was 4. So this is new territory for me.
Oh, absolutely. And I believe as well it'll be new territory as well for the Lakers. They've not scored 5 goals so far this year anyway. Their highest scoring games anyway were their 4-1 win over Houghton and a 4-0 win over SUNY Canton just, I believe that was last week, or earlier this week on a Wednesday. But still, 5 goals, new territory for the Lakers. You got to wonder if they'll tread some new ground as well with a little bit more as this game progresses.
Now, I know we've said it's been five goals in just 25 minutes here. You want to keep the pedal on the gas. You don't want to let up. Again, there is still 65 minutes in this game. You just got to keep the pedal on the gas, which is, it seems that's what they're doing. But you want to keep that momentum. As we see a careless pass there from the Lakers.
Yeah, and here comes Morrisville. A little bit of an opportunity there, but number 16, Jocelyn Dolan, head in her hands, just cannot believe it over there. 5-0 the score. And you gotta wonder what's going through the heads of these Morrisville Mustangs. Just looking at that scoreboard and looking at the Lakers' score in relative to their own, goose egg, it must be said.
I mean, sports, a lot of it's mentality, so that's definitely a big factor in this game now for the Mustangs playing down big. As even we saw, I mean, Oswego, the lead pass was a little long there, for Sabrina Schmidt, but they almost got another breakaway chance there. You want to see your defense be able to recollect themselves and help out Roberts back there.
Yeah. As Nicolette Joanna will throw it in. Number 24, Carissa Rue, taking a well-deserved break over on the bench, and coming in for her is, I believe, Allison Dmitrievsky. And the Lakers will throw it in again and play. As they have a lot of this first half anyway in the Morrisville end. But Morrisville looking to get it out, looking to do something with it. But Courtney Key stopping them in their tracks.
Morrisville definitely should try to lean on some of their key players for their team right now. You got Kaylee LaFontaine. You got Megan Kessler. Two key players for them. You want to see if you could just get some control, you know. LaFontaine's got 3 goals on the season. You got Walker being one of their premier defenders, but you just want to see some form of just stable.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, and a big opportunity here is number 13, Kaylee Faker, with a free kick. Sends it in about as deep as Morrisville has been able to get it all day. Ashlyn Sagan possessing it herself, but having to try and break through that Lakers defensive line as they will get it out long for Lene Russell. Here she comes up the near side along that right wing. Oh, almost losing it. She's able to recuperate, though, and a bit of pushing and shoving between her and Rebecca Kench. You saw her lay her shoulder into her.
That might be something we start to see, Rob. You know, when teams get down big, you got to do something to energize your team, right? You gotta get them back into the game. We might start to see some pushing and shoving from both sides here.
Yeah, whether out of trying to rally your team or a little bit of that frustration element, as it often does get to. With 17 minutes exactly still left to go in this first half.
You did like to see that possession, though, from Morrisville. Sagan was able to take it up the corner there. Just a lot of traffic from Oswego, but I'd like to see if you could get some more of that for the Mustangs.
Yeah, as they will call offsides here as the Lakers a little bit too eager on the run there, just not able to get it past that offsides line. But here we'll have the Morrisville Mustangs with another free kick, and I believe that's, again, Kaylee Figger giving it a big boot. It'll clear that center line, but the Lakers, again, will send it all the way back to her, and she'll have to do it all over again. As the Mustangs just trying to possess it in front of their own bench here, but the Lakers trying to steal it away. I believe that was number 19, Kaylee Elliott, over there on the far side, as the Lakers this time will have another throw-in. We'll get another substitution here. And going off is Nicolette Joanno. And coming on is number 25, Shea O'Rourke. Throwing it in are the Lakers. Along that far side, it'll go out again. Thankfully, it didn't go over the fence. It almost looked like it would, but again, the Lakers winning the possession game anyway and playing that hard is Amber McDermott over on the far side. Here she comes anyway, but just losing that past her, and I believe that was instead Elizabeth Singranelli, sorry. But nonetheless, the Lakers winning the possession game, and Singranelli going for it, having to contend with number 24, Leah Walker.
Hopefully the offsides calls for the Lakers, we don't seem to see more of that, as they got the adrenaline running high right now. Hopefully you don't see some of those just silly mistakes, as we did see it in Keuka. They got 16 shots on net in that first half, so they were bumping, they were excited, but then they had 6 offsides calls and at the same time.
Oh, absolutely. And the Lakers, again, with that possession game, winning that possession game, Singranelli handing it off to Courtney Key, and they will look to get a long ball going the other way. That'll go off the end line again, and Kaylee Roberts will have to grab it and send it the other way with just under 15 minutes left to go in this first half. And, well, to be fair, we haven't seen a goal in about, 10 minutes anyway?
That's new territory. As if I'm Sabrina Schmidt, I gotta be so antsy right now. I mean, that's the second long ball where if that was able to connect, it would have just been her versus Roberts. It would have been interesting to see. So yeah, hopefully they could connect on that long ball at some point.
And those one-on-ones, unfortunately, seldom go to the goalkeeper. But still, here come the Morrisville Mustangs the other way, looking to get some offense going. As again, the Lakers able to steal it away, sending it up to their attackers. As we will go the other way, Morrisville stopping it around that center line again. Just trying to do whatever they can to keep it in the Lakers' half of the field here. As the Lakers have had it in the Morrisville half for, 75% of the game so far.
Yeah, and a good job by number 13, Kaylee Figger, to keep control when Oswego passed it back to midfield. She was able to keep control and keep that offensive pressure on the Lakers.
As again, I believe they will call another offsides there, as once again the Lakers trying to get those long balls, trying to stay with them, but you run the risk of getting that offsides when you kick it far up like that.
Oh, they're definitely they're definitely seeing some gold in their eyes right now. They're getting a little goal hungry, right? They want to see the ball go to the back of the net.
Well, they've done it several times today, most that they've done in a single game anyway this year so far. But Morrisville, again, here's a big opportunity for number 15, Jaden Brody. Just trying to stay with it, but again, the Lakers using that defensive line to their benefit. It'll go off the sideline, and that'll be a Morrisville throw-in right in front of the Lakers bench. And one thing that I wonder is that whenever something like that happens where you have an opposing player right in front of your own bench throwing it in, you wonder how many words are said and what sort of words are said from the members of the bench to the person throwing it in.
There's definitely some
Some chirping.
some words
Chirping.
said probably. I'm sure it's a part of the game. If I'm Perry Anderson, you gotta buy each one of your defenders a calzone or something after the game. You know, I mean, she faced one shot in Canton, and so far she's only had the glove up one shot against the Mustangs.
Oh, here's a long ball, and if Kaylee Elliott can get to it, she could do some damage, and it'll go off of the legs of Leah Walker there. And, well, a little bit of a smart but cheeky play from
Definitely a
from
smart
Kaylee
play, able to
Elliott.
set up your offense. I mean, that was great hustle there.
Oh, yeah,
able
but
to set up the corner kick.
Yeah. Kicking it right off of number 24, Leah Walker's legs, though, so that it goes out technically on Morrisville. We'll
Definitely
have
a little bit of a cheeky play.
corner kick here. It'll get into that chaos in the front of the net. Oh, and the Lakers just tripping over legs there, and it'll get into the boots of the Morrisville Mustangs, and they will kick it over that center line.
Yeah, Allison
Growth.
Dermatreski just couldn't handle it there in all that chaos in the box.
Perry Anderson having an easy day so far, like we said. Get it up for Courtney Key there. But again, Morrisville getting the possession back. Here comes Ava Mallon. She'll get a long ball up for Callie LaFontaine. It'll go over that end line. I think, is this the first goal kick that Perry Anderson has had to do all day? It may very well be.
That was a little bit premature there, that shot by Segun. I mean, there wasn't a lot of that was a very tight lane. I mean, you would have liked to see if they could have set up a better shot there. But, as for the Mustangs, you just want to see something as...
Oh, here they come. A big kick from Sabrina Schmidt, but just right into the waiting arms of Kaylee Roberts. And you got to think, especially if you're Sabrina Schmidt, you might have wanted to, or obviously getting a kick off is better than getting no kick at all, but you got to angle that a little bit, try and fool the keeper as you come up with a long ball like that, and she'll get another chance, but
I think
Roberts,
it was she just couldn't get she just got control at the very last second. If she was able to get control just 1 or 2 seconds sooner, we would have seen, the goal would have been open for her to shoot wherever, but that lane was closed to just at the goalkeeper there.
And like I said, getting any shot or getting any kick off is better than getting no kick at all, especially having to make Kaylee Roberts work.
Yeah.
But still, the Lakers getting it off that far sideline. Again, it'll go out off the sideline, but that'll be ruled in favor of the Morrisville Mustangs. They will throw it in courtesy.
A tumble
of
there for
Kaylee
Laura
Figure.
Bedell.
Oh, yeah.
a little chippy there, but it wasn't too bad. Was not too bad. But those routine saves for Roberts, you love to see. You want to at the end of the day, you don't want to see this game get too out of hand. Routine saves like that, it's got to do wonders for the mindset she's in right now.
Yeah, especially if you are the Lakers as well, you got to be thinking you've got quite the cushion anyway. Like a 3-0 deficit or a 3-0 lead is already a good cushion anyway, but you've got 5-0 right in front of you. So the Lakers can afford to do a little bit of letting off, but obviously they can't. Yeah. They can't completely sacrifice this game, you know.
I think, especially since it's senior day, we'll definitely see some players in the second half get some reps on the pitch today. So it's definitely cool to see.
Oh, absolutely. As Roberts again having another goal kick for her this time. And Kaylee Figure there right with her. Figure will take it. And it'll go off the head of Courtney Key.
What a step up there by Key.
Oh, absolutely. Just to get in front of it at about the last second anyway. There's another header. A series of headers. Anyway, Singronelli will grab it. And getting it back to Erica Yancey.
We're seeing the Lakers here just out hustle the Mustangs. You got to wonder if the Mustangs are just a little deflated right now. I mean, it's hard.
Oh, and
Tough
Parker
tumble right there,
Grand
but
over
it's,
there, putting in some good work. The Vancouver, BC native, coming all the way from British Columbia to play some D3 soccer for your Oswego State Lakers, coming a long way.
What a journey, right?
Across 4 time zones anyway, and across an international border, which I believe she is actually the only resident of not New York on this entire Oswego State Lakers team. And I believe you've got all these locals from the state of New York, from all across the state of New York as well, not just Central New York. But then you've got somebody like Parker Grand who comes all the way from the big city of Vancouver.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, definitely with a lot of these schools, we see a lot of Central New York, Northern New York. Like, everyone on Morrisville's roster is from some part of New York. So British Columbia is definitely a hometown you don't see very much down here in Lake Ontario, playing on this turf.
Perry Anderson over there again, just trying to keep herself warm, especially. You don't want a goalkeeper like her to get cold for something like this.
We got some substitutes here. We have Maddie McNulty, the freshman, coming in what I believe is her first playtime, at least for this game.
Morrisville will throw it in again. Ashlyn Sagan doing the honors. Sending it in. Having to go for that is growth as well. And Shea O'Rourke getting just a single boot on it as it gets back up to Elizabeth Singranelli. And here come the Lakers the other way. Parker Grand just trying to get it through. Ava Mallon there, just not able to. Grand, though, getting the last laugh, getting the kick off. And Mallon, unfortunately, finding herself on her rear.
And this is a big possession here for the Mustangs. You got 4:30 left in the first half, right? And you want something to go into the locker room to where you want some sort of momentum to play the next 45 minutes. So definitely want to see some positive stuff at the end of these last 4 minutes here for the Mustangs.
Here they come the other way. Ashlyn Sagan again coming back across. The Morrisville Mustangs spending a lot of time in the Lakers' end. Elizabeth Singranelli, though, right there would like to change that as she sends it long over that center line.
Beautiful long
Grand
ball.
Going all the way. Staying with it. It'll just stay in that sideline. And Grand, again, is trying to stay with it, but just getting off balance and getting, unfortunately, relinquishing a little bit of that pace, I should say, as it goes over the sideline.
That might have been one of the best passes we've seen. That was
absolutely.
Beautiful pass. In stride, that was a beautiful pass.
Here come the Lakers once again. Looking to get a big opportunity. Dimitrievsky. What a kick from her.
What a shot.
Absolutely.
From the left side all the way to the right corner of the net. That was, oh my. What a kick from
Dimitrievsky. My goodness, her first goal of the game. Wow. As the Morrisville Mustangs, well, we've seen our first goal in it's been about 20 minutes anyway since the last one.
Although I'm not sure the defense could have done much on that kick. I mean, that was more just in superhuman kick by Demetri right there. It more than a defensive lapse, which we've seen a couple of times in this game.
Dimitrievsky serving it up again as it'll go over towards number 18, Nicolette Joanno. Joanno looking to make a couple moves. Or no, I should say
it's
that is
Kaylee McConkey.
Kaylee McConkey. I saw the half of the 9, and I'm like, is that her?
Right. We're seeing offense from so many players. It's hard to keep track.
Especially on this Lakers team, you see so many different goals. We don't have a single repeat goal scorer.
No.
Because we've got Dimitrievsky. We had Del Grosso, Carissa Rue. We've had so many goal scorers today that Everybody wants some, and everybody's getting some.
And that's one of those. This is one of those fun games for the team where it's not like, oh, let's say Del Grosso's carrying the team on her back or something like that. No, this is just a spread out. You get a goal. You get a goal. You get a goal. I mean, when you're
a little bit of Oprah for goals.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta, when this game is over, you gotta love the fact that 6 players on your team have scored a goal. They're gonna be celebrating.
And it may even go up from there as putting a big boot on as Ava Mallon. It'll go off the end line for only about a second or third time today, that end line for the Lakers. Perry Anderson having an easy time. Anyway.
Having a good time. Enjoying the sun.
The
beauty of sports is the game is never over, but it will be... Yeah. It's going to be one heck of a climb for the Morrisville Mustangs here, for sure, in this second half.
As Shea O'Rourke, a long ball for Sabrina Schmidt. She'll stay with it, trying to get it back. 1:05 left to go. It'll go off the sideline there. We've got 1 minute remaining here in the first half. And they'll kick it back up to Cassidy Adamek. And here they come. Big boot again by Dmitrievsky. Just went wide.
We almost saw just another masterclass of a kick there by Dmitrievsky.
Oh, my goodness. Allison Dmitrievsky, my goodness. Can you have a more beautiful boot than that?
That left foot is doing her some wonders right now here on this pitch.
As here come the Mustangs once again, just trying to get whatever they can in the last 15 seconds now of this first half. And the Lakers just trying to possess it along that far sideline. They'll count it down from 10. Singranelli handing it off. And that will do it for the first half of action here from Laker Turf. The score, 6 for your Oswego State Lakers. 0 for the Morrisville Mustangs after the first 45 minutes of play. My goodness. What a first half that was, Eric.
I mean, I think we had a feeling that Oswego was going to carry in some of that dominance from Canton, but I don't think we expected this. This game is insane. I mean, you gotta wonder how long they could keep this up. I mean, it will be definitely interesting to see in the second half. I think we're going to see a lot of players that don't get a ton of starting time see how they do against the Mustangs.
Well, it'll be all to come here in the second half of action here from Laker Turf. But we hope you will join us for that here in about 15 minutes. We'll be back here on WTOP 10 Sports. welcome back, sports fans, to WTOP 10 Sports. My name is Rob Finger, alongside Eric Palmieri, and we're here at the Laker Turf for today's matchup between your Oswego State Lakers and the SUNY Morrisville Mustangs. We're already 45 minutes in. The score so far is 6 for your Oswego State Lakers. None for the Morrisville Mustangs so far, Eric. Boy, oh boy, has it been a scoring fest for the Lakers.
Definitely a fun time here for the Oswego State Lakers. They got some Katy Perry bumping right now. I'm sure the team's loving it. If you're the Mustangs, I think your best bet right now, right, is to just forget about the first half, right? You want to go into this thinking it's 0-0. Yet the game's out of your hands right now. What I think the game plan here is to just make sure that none of those stretches. I mean, we saw 4 goals, 2 through 5, went in a 10-minute span. You don't want to see the game get out of hand like that ever again if you're the head coach.
Oh, absolutely. And I'd say this: if the Morrisville Mustangs can just win this half and not even necessarily make it all the way back to the 6-goal deficit, but if they can win this half and outscore the Lakers in just this half, be it with just 1 goal to none, that'd probably be a win for them. So we'll see what happens as we look to get started here. But Morrisville taking their time, I will say, over there on their bench. And we have one thing as well to mention for the Oswego State Lakers. They have a new goalkeeper in the net for them, Peyton Crane, the junior from Penfield, New York, over there doing the honors in goal for the Lakers in this second half of the game. And, of course, on the other end of the pitch as well, Kaylee Roberts. She's had quite the day so far.
We've seen Peyton Crane a couple of times so far this season. Because we've seen Perry Anderson struggle a couple of times. Obviously, these last 2 games hasn't had to worry. But Peyton Crane has started a half versus Houghton, and she started a half, I believe, versus Buff State. So,
alrighty,
has had some playing time, but definitely good to see her get some reps in for the Lakers.
Absolutely. As we get started in earnest here, and again, the Lakers bringing it into the Morrisville end pretty early here. You got to wonder if they'll, step on the gas, like you mentioned, early in this second half as it goes all the way over to Kaylee Roberts, and she will grab it in her mitts.
It was a nice pop-up there. I mean, pretty easy catch there for Roberts, and that's something you love to see.
The Lakers with it again, but here come the Mustangs, though, deep into the Lakers' end, and having a run for it is Courtney Key. She'll get it back for Peyton Crane. And
I think the
go
goal
all the way
here for the Mustangs, right, is to win these midfield battles. We've seen Oswego just out-hustle them on the midfield just so many times, right? I mean,
absolutely, yeah. I mean, you talk about the possession battle. It's being won 75-25 anyway to the Lakers. As here they come once again. Here's Riley Lewis in on goal, but just denied by, I believe that's number 17, Rebecca Kench over there for the Morrisville Mustangs. Throwing it in again. Kench will get it back and kick it long up the near side here. Over for Jillian Brosnan, though. Brosnan, junior from Goshen. Here come the Mustangs.
Here for LaFontaine.
Yeah, here come the Mustangs again. LaFontaine getting it there, but getting it in her boots is Alora Miller. Then sending it back the other way deep in there is Cassidy Adamek. Oh, and here's a big opportunity right in front. Just get your boot on it, and she does. Keely McConkey.
Definitely a sweater goal right there for her. We saw her almost lose it there, but she's able to find the bottom of the net with 3 defenders standing in front of her. Not a bad job by Roberts stepping up there, but just got away from her. She wasn't able to glove it, and then that led to the easy goal for the Lakers.
And Keely McConkey getting her first goal as a Laker. Wonderful, wonderful from her. 42-54 still left to go in this second half. And early, the Lakers taking a 7-0 lead, Eric. My goodness. I mean, this, forget treading new territory. This is like a whole new galaxy for the Lakers this year.
Their highest scoring was 4, and we might be seeing double that in this game, Rob. I mean, it is.
You gotta
words cannot describe the effort from the Lakers here.
Yeah, and for the Morrisville Mustangs as well, you gotta look, because against Utica University back on August 30th, they lost 7-0. They're at that same score, just starting the second half so far. And then their actually biggest deficit so far was an 8-0 loss to Hamilton College for the Mustangs. So the Lakers could even that with plenty of time to spare. I mean, are we going to be seeing double digits today?
I think it's a possibility, Rob.
It certainly is.
It seems like mentality is just such a battle for the Mustangs, as we see so many of these losses are 0-8, 0-7. We're looking at an 0-7 game right now, but then we can see that they can score. We saw on September 11th. I mean, they had a goal at the game where they scored 3 goals. It ended up in a tie, but I mean, they can find the bottom of the net. It's just, I think they find themselves in these deficits, and it's just deflating as a team, right?
Yeah.
I mean, mentality is so much of the battle in sports.
Absolutely, and you gotta wonder what's going through the head of most of these Mustangs anyway. As I believe that's Courtney Key over there, just able to bowl over one of the Mustangs. And here's a long ball all the way up for Keely McConkey again, and it'll go! Keely McConkey, 2 goals in, 3 minutes now?
I think that was a similar thing to Kaylee Elliott, where I think those first 2 back-to-back goals, first goals back-to-back for her, and they were under 2 minutes. And what a move by McConkey there to just bring Roberts to her knees. I mean, that was a great move, and then great to keep possession and get it into the net.
And you gotta wonder, because you saw Callie LaFontaine there in the middle, just almost a little bit lazy. Because, like you said, it's just mentally deflating. You start the second half, and already 2 more goals are put on the board in the first 5 minutes of play.
Well, I mean, as a player, I mean, you gotta wonder, like, what are you playing for right now? It's 08. They've got to muster something up and play for their pride here, I think.
Yeah. And especially now, as the Lakers have now evened the Mustangs' biggest loss this season, 8-0, like we said, against Hamilton College, and now against the SUNY Oswego Lakers. My goodness.
A nice little glove up there for Kane.
Peyton Crane, yeah. And now she's having to do a little bit of work. She'll get a goal kick herself. Getting it over for McConkey over here. As Jillian Brosnan now possessing it over near the near sideline. Brosnan will break free and get it up for Carissa Rue and for Cassidy Adamek. As again, it'll go over off that near sideline. Then there'll be a throw-in for the Oswego State Lakers. Julian Brosnan will do the honors, setting it up for McConkey. And now for Adamek as well, as they get it back towards the center. And Luna Catano getting her boots on it. As here come the Lakers, a long ball there, but it'll get into the boots of Kaylee Fager. She'll take it over.
Down.
Huh?
Nice track down there by Fager.
Oh, absolutely. As they'll get it back off of that far sideline, and it'll go off the boot there of Shea O'Rourke and go out of bounds. They'll throw it in quickly, as here come the Lakers once again. Carissa Rue protecting that, getting it back instead to Alora Miller. And getting it over to Courtney Key now. Key, long ball up towards that defensive line of the Morrisville Mustangs. And Morrisville trying to get it back over that center line, but Courtney Key denying. Long ball there, but it'll stay on that Morrisville defensive line. So here they come once again.
Nice back and forth passing here at the top of the box, and they're able to find McCockley.
McConkey again. Can she get a trio? Another kick and a save
Nice
by
diving
Kaylee
save there.
Roberts.
Beautiful diving save there by Roberts. You love to see that. You love to see the effort from Roberts there.
Oh, especially, and you gotta commend her for being quite the trooper and not giving up. You know, you love to see those. You know, even if they are routine, just the saves being made in a game like this as they get it all the way back to Peyton Crane here.
I will say that was beautiful placement though from the Lakers. Bottom right of the net there.
Yeah.
You can't ask for much of a better game plan. Oh, as we see the ref, the ref gets some reps in.
Yeah, unfortunately, referee interference will give
It
a free
happens.
kick to number 24, Carissa Rue. But nonetheless, the Lakers again own number 31, Luna Catano, just trying to protect it there, the Fulton native, so just down the road.
We've seen Catano, though, in the second half have a pretty good start. I mean, she placed herself well in front of the net for that shot earlier, so
And protecting
it's
it
definitely
now,
interesting to see.
as she does. Quite the move. Oh, but just getting tripped over by Kaylee Figure. But here come the Lakers nonetheless. Just trying to keep that offensive action going. As again, the Lakers possessing it as much as they can. Jillian Brosnan coming down and pinching in.
Just looking to reset the defense there is Lily Hunter as she kicks it out of bounds. Just trying to get some traffic in front of the Oswego Lakers.
Brosnan will throw it in again. Take two here as she tried to get it to Riley Lewis the first time. And here they come once again. Here is Riley Lewis getting it towards the center, but kicking it out of bounds. There is Laura Bedell.
And I know we talked about this in the first half, but it took till goals 7 and 8 for us to have our first multi-goal scorer in this game.
Absolutely.
I mean, if that's not the definition of team effort, I don't know what is.
And it was Keely McConkey, who hasn't had a single point this year.
Right.
And she's able to do all this for her team. 2 goals in just about 3 minutes as it goes all the way back to Laura Miller. Thankfully, she's able to hold the line well and hold the line a second time, getting it back up to her Lakers team.
Oh, a little bit of bobble at the beginning, and then she's able to regroup. And
and I believe that's it was Riley Lewis. I know exactly what she was trying to do. She was trying to avoid the offsides there. Just unfortunately having to let the defender get it. Ooh, almost out of bounds there. That could have been marginal from our referee right in front of us here. But still, they will rule it in bounds, and the Lakers will keep it.
Who knows? Maybe we'll see a referee goal in this, you know? He can get goal number 9.
Luna Catano again. Getting all the way back now for Brosnan. Jillian Brosnan all the way across for Shea O'Rourke. Here she comes. She'll get it for Carissa Rue. And a long ball there over towards the far corner. Shea O'Rourke having to go for it, but instead it's Ashlyn Sagan who will come out with it. Off the leg, though, of Maddie McNulty. And the Morrisville Mustangs just trying to possess it for however long they can.
One thing I don't think we've talked about is the Oswego Lakers roster compared to Morrisville. They have a lot more players, and so later down the line, I mean, we're still seeing starters in here in an 8-0 deficit. The substitutes are going to the substitution of Oswego getting fresh legs out there on the pitch is going to definitely affect the Morrisville players that have been out there for just so long in this hot sun.
And Luna Catano there getting a quick opportunity, but unfortunately not able to run it down. But like you were saying, with just the lengths of the benches, you can probably see it across the field there. But that
McConkey.
Laker bench again, and McConkey is still there.
And the hat trick.
Wow. Keely McConkey, the sophomore.
You know,
The
it's
name
got to
of
be
the
a
Red Creek,
great
my
feeling.
goodness.
It's got to be a great feeling to not only score your first goal for your team, right?
But your second.
And then your
And then
third.
the third. Oh, my goodness.
Hat trick? No, you can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, absolutely. And it's another factor of just being in the right place at the right time. Being that attacker right on the cusp of the goal. And just being there when the time is right. There's Gaetano taking it this time as well. Riley Lewis taking it instead, just trying to possess it. But the Morrisville Mustangs trying to get that possession back again.
And I know we were talking about the length of the benches. I mean, from here you could even see, I mean, that Oswego bench is full, and then you look over to Morrisville and you got four, one, two,
Yeah,
three, four, six players
Six
over there.
players. So
Definitely a factor.
You don't even have like replacements for all your players, for all your starters.
Right.
So at least somebody is gonna have to go almost the full game.
Right.
But nonetheless, 32-19 left to go in this second half. It's 9-0. We were talking about double digits. We've still got half an hour on that clock for us to score that fateful 10th goal, you know?
That would definitely be a first for me. I'm sure it would be for you too, Rob. I mean,
I mean, a high-scoring game like this, you never know. Like, this is like something that you'd easily see in something like... This is something that you'd see in something like a lacrosse game or something like that.
Yeah.
Just this high scoring. But again, you gotta wonder what's going on in the heads of the Morrisville Mustangs. It's just
you want to see them
Yeah.
put something up here. You don't want to go home with a goose egg. You want to see if you could just muster up some control. As we see, we do see Laura Briegel. She was
there.
trying to get there, but just couldn't get to the sideline. So Oswego looks to throw it in.
they'll throw it in again, and it'll go again to Riley Lewis.
Almost a handball there.
Almost, but here's McConkey again, coming
just-
up that near sideline.
We see Kaylee Figger have to kick it out of bounds again just for their defense to reset. I mean, you want to be able to not do that.
Yeah, we'll have another sub in here as number 24, Carissa Rue, goes off. And I believe that's number 15, Gabriela Martinez, one of our seniors here on Senior Day, coming out and already putting on some good offense, good keep in, but McConkey
close.
just could not get there at the end line.
Yeah.
30 minutes still left on that board.
As we're reaching just about half an hour here.
We're getting into the final third of this game as McConkey will go off and have a very well-deserved break.
What 15 minutes for her.
Oh, absolutely. It's coming on to replace her is Allison Dmitrievsky, who herself has had a beautiful goal already today. So we'll see if she can become our second repeat goal scorer for the Oswego State Lakers here. But again, the Mustangs getting it deep in the Lakers' end, but the Lakers able to dispatch it with ease.
And, you know, the long ball is something that the Lakers have struggled with throughout the season, and it's really nice to see here. They have been on point when it has come to the long ball today. And that's
Especially,
definitely
yeah.
something you want to see them maybe continue into their game against Cortland on Wednesday.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they'll go on a little bit of a road trip this coming Wednesday, they'll go down to the cusp of the Southern Tier down in SUNY Cortland. But once again, Morrisville trying to give them what for anyway in this game alone. Just trying to get back whatever they can.
Right.
Because they're able to possess it fairly well in their own end. Long
Just
pass
want to get
across.
some momentum going into New Paltz at home.
Mm-hmm.
As we see Bigler there just not able to control it, and it goes out of bounds. And we'll see Julian Branson throw it in for the Lakers.
Julian Brosnan throwing that in, and it'll go over to Ava Mallon again. As Morrisville possessing it as they can, coming across this center line. They're able to get it into the Lakers' end. Just what can they do with it? The Lakers possessing it themselves in and around that center circle. Big battles as Oswego is able to get their boots on it. Brosnan, again, almost double teamed there. She's got Lily Hunter and number 8, Callie LaFontaine.
They were almost
Again,
able to trap her there.
Luna Catano able to steal it away. As here she gives it up to Shea O'Rourke. Just a little bit of a trip over there. And Morrisville is able to steal it back. Looking to just get it across that center line, but Courtney Key holding the line as she can.
Nice little move there by Key.
Oh, absolutely. And Gabriela Martinez now trying to wrangle it herself. Just Lakers wary of those offsides, but still trying to get it. But Morrisville is able to steal it away. Here comes Rebecca Kench.
We're seeing a lot of bodies hit the pitch right now.
Unfortunately,
Maybe
yeah.
This, getting a little feisty for sure.
We talked about that physicality earlier,
Yeah.
and especially with a score like this. Like I mentioned earlier, it's either out of frustration or out of motivation.
Right.
That bit of physicality to come in, and maybe that's what the Morrisville Mustangs need to get one.
Light
Get
a
one on the
fire,
board anyway.
A fire under themselves. Play angry. There's nothing wrong with playing angry. That's how you're able to make some plays that under different circumstances you probably just wouldn't be able to make. So it should be interesting in these last 25 minutes if they can just make some plays. Put some pressure on Crane. She hasn't played a ton this season. I know she's played a little bit, but so for the most part, untested. I mean, if you want an opportunity to make something happen, this is your chance.
As we will have a whistle from the referees here. We'll have a a throw-in from the sidelines for the Morrisville Mustangs. But nonetheless, the Lakers able to get it quickly off there as it goes off the head of Luna Catano. Just not able to clear the center line until now. Here they come the other way. Riley Lewis sending it back across there for Gabriela Martinez. Martinez coming in. Sent across there for Allison Dmitrievsky. Dmitrievsky coming in. Big opportunity shot. And it'll be turned away by Kaylee Roberts.
Nice shot there by Dimitrievsky. And if you're Brian McGrain, you gotta love to see that how much depth you have on your roster for Oswego. I mean, we're seeing not a lot of these guys are. We do see some players in there like Martinez and Courtney Key that are prominent roles on this team, but we're seeing a lot of people for the first step up in their limited playing time during this half.
Yeah, as Luna Catano will go take a break on the bench, and I believe in to replace her is Brianna Winkler. Here's the corner kick right over towards Kaylee Roberts, but I believe it'll go off the body of Laura Bregel, and we'll have another corner kick as it went off that end line. And again, number 20, Riley Lewis, doing the honors for the Oswego State Lakers. She'll get set up. Here's the kick. And it'll go behind the net, so we'll have a goal kick for
Lost
Kaylee
it on the
Roberts.
foot there for Lewis, it seems. So it goes behind the net.
24 minutes exactly is what we've got still left here in this second half of action. And kicking it up. Kaylee Figure, long all the way, but it gets right into the boots of Gabriela Martinez. She's just not able to get it done.
A lot of power behind that kick. We hope the defender's okay. She took one to the face and she's down. Oh, hopefully she is okay.
Yeah. But she's able to get up with relative ease. Kaylee Figure, who's been having quite the impact all day for the Morrisville Mustangs, one of their bigger impact players.
We've mentioned her name quite a few times.
Oh, absolutely.
In terms of offense and defense, when it comes to big impact plays, it seems her name just keeps coming up. So hopefully she is all right for the Mustangs, because that is a key player right there.
And coming on to replace her, I believe that is number 15, Jaden Brody.
As we see Fager go to the sidelines, taking a rest. It looks like she's okay, which is good to see.
And she's able to get up under her own power, which is always a good thing to see. 23-38 is what we've got left here in this second half, as we will get started once more.
Something interesting we're seeing is Kaylee Roberts isn't taking those long kicks anymore. Mm-hmm. They're having the defender taking it in her place.
Well, you got to wonder what's either going on with or going through the head of Kaylee Roberts, especially over in that goal for Morrisville. Their sole goalkeeper, anyway, is Brianna Winkler. Now handing it off to Shea O'Rourke.
Yeah, that's just so tough having one goalkeeper on the roster. I mean, you're putting that is a lot of stress you are putting on one person. You know, you wish you had that rotation to just be able, if a player's having a shaky game, to just get some fresh gloves out there.
Yeah, as Perry Anderson, the goalkeeper for the Lakers, obviously she has both Peyton Crane, who's in right now, and Haley Mule, who are able to, backstop her if needed, or come in to take her place. As we see the Lakers again, Allison Dmitrievsky sending it behind the net this time.
One thing we have seen over the last couple of minutes is this connection between Gabriela Martinez and Demonetri. It's pretty legit. We see Martinez make some good moves, and then she'll make a nice pass to Demonetri, who is able to just has a beautiful shot.
Oh, absolutely. We've seen Dmitrievsky doing very well. Obviously, she's already got a goal.
Right.
So she's going to be looking for that second one anyway. We'll see if we do get any other repeat goal scorers other than Keely McConkey, who, like we said, 3 goals in just her 15 minutes of playing.
You definitely love to see it, as a little shaky passing there from the Mustangs. As we are
21:40 still left to go in this second half. 9-0 still the score, as I believe it goes off the end line, and we will have a throw-in for Kaylee Roberts.
And again, they're setting up that kicker.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be
Leah Walker doing the honors instead for the Morrisville Mustangs as they come back towards the center. Callie LaFontaine.
And again,
still in the center, yeah.
We just haven't seen a lot of offensive control from the Mustangs, I mean, it's just... Excuse me. They'll get into the possession, and then it's just the passing has been shaky, as Martinez is able to steal that away, and is breaking away right now.
Here comes Gabriela Martinez sending it back across, but it'll be scooped up by the gloves of Kaylee Roberts.
Great pass to Winkler there from Martinez. What a pass. It's just Winkler couldn't get her foot on it.
Yeah, but now Oswego having the task, or I should say Morrisville having the task of getting it past the Oswego line and out of their own end anyway. As still, the Lakers able to keep it in the Morrisville half. They'll send it ever deeper. Brianna Winkler, here she comes. Across, ball across, all the way over Martinez. She scores! What a kick from Gabriela Martinez.
And what a pass from Winkler there.
Oh, yeah.
Cross pitch. And that's got to feel good for Martinez. You know, she set up a lot of people in this game to get themselves their own goal. So it's nice to see her get one in the back of the net. As we've officially reached double digits for the Lakers.
I was about to say the same thing. Gabriela Martinez getting us to double digits with her first goal of the year.
And on senior day, Rob.
Oh, absolutely.
Another senior getting herself a goal.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it. As Morrisville taking it off the jump here, looking to possess it themselves as they get it over that center line. Here come the Mustangs. Just trying to win that possession battle.
Some possession here. We're seeing a little bit.
Oh, yeah. But the Lakers taking it over to that far side, and Winkler again making a couple moves, sending it over to Shea O'Rourke. And Martinez, again, a long ball all the way across for Dmitrievsky. Dmitrievsky still with it, looking over her options. Gets it to Cassidy Adamek.
Just a little bit of a rough pass there. It looks like it just left her foot a little off. But the Oswego Lakers.
Almost looking to steal it away there was Maddie McNulty. But again, here come the Mustangs once more. And trying to keep it just in and
You love to see that effort though from Lily Hunter there. I mean, you're down 10-0 and she was booking it for that ball.
Absolutely. Yeah, you got to feel for her. Like, she thought that she just was able to keep it in, but then the referee with the delayed whistle there just taking the wind out of her sails. As we'll have number 20, Riley Lewis, and number 29, Courtney Key, go off. And Keely McConkey will rejoin us here on the pitch. And so will Carissa Rue, I believe. Nonetheless.
A little bit of a stoppage here. Oh, but here's the throw-in.
Yeah, Jillian Brosnan able to throw it in. That one was a little bit of a funky bounce, like off of both of those players, but the referees will rule it out on Morrisville. They'll send it back up this near line, but you got to be careful with something like that. Cassidy Adamek, just little whoopsie, little mistake. Just going off of that. Thankfully, you've got quite the margin for error in something like this.
Right. As they somehow get the long ball to McConkey out of nowhere.
Keely McConkey, does she want to get four? Unfortunately, won't happen on this occasion.
Nice boot away there from Figure.
Oh, all the way off. Is going to throw it in. Allison Dmitrievsky giving it right to Martinez. Dmitrievsky almost got that back, but not before Jaden Brody could send it back off of that sideline. And we've got 16:55 still left to go in this second half. 10-0 is the score. But you got to wonder if the Morrisville Mustangs are even going to be able to get one on the board. We've seen a lot of better play from them, better possession, especially in the later stages of this game. I say that, though, as another ball comes from Brianna Winkler. She will bring us to her number 11.
What a kick by Winkler there. I mean, again, it was one of those things where Mustangs defense played phenomenally, right? They closed the lane. You did everything you were supposed to do. And she's just able to sneak it over the fingertips of Roberts there and sneak it into the left corner of the goal. I mean, or I'm sorry, the right corner of the goal. But it's just, oh man, it's one of those days for the Mustangs where just things aren't going right for them, and everything's going right for the Lakers.
Winkler again handing it up to Dmitrievsky. But it'll be stolen away this time by Rebecca Kench. And out of bounds it will go. Allison Dmitrievsky, unfortunately, being the culprit of that one.
We're really seeing a different side to this Lakers team over the last couple of games for the second half of the season. I mean, barring a 11-goal comeback in the next 16 minutes, they're going to be winning 3 of their last 4 games in
this
fantastic fashion.
This one by essentially easily the biggest margin that they've gone all day with 16:27 left to go. We've still got a lot of time for them to add to that margin. As again, Martinez kicking it behind the net here. As I'm not sure what's going on with the people right next to us, because we had the clock stop there for a couple seconds anyway. The actual clock here at the Laker turf, but 16:17 is now and counting. But still, I believe I hear them inputting a different time over there to the left of us here. 15:20 now on the board and counting, as the referee's having to come back across. And we're still playing here, but we'll stop the clock at 15:12.
A little bit of confusion here from the players.
Yeah, I was about to say, because they didn't have the clock running for a solid half a minute anyway.
Right.
15:08 now.
Yeah, it looks like they're resetting. They're giving the ball to the Mustangs. And a weird minute and a half there where I don't think the players knew what were going on, and the refs weren't really communicating for a bit there.
Yeah, because we saw them still playing. We saw Martinez over here in the near corner.
Right.
Just still playing on as it ever was. 14:45 now left. Martinez with a kick. Ooh. Oh, and just tipped wide by Kaylee Roberts.
Great effort there by Roberts.
Oh, absolutely.
Just to deflect that ball and make it go wide left.
You gotta think. The rest of her Morrisville Mustangs team owes Roberts at least something. Buy her like some food or something like that.
Get her some Wanzones calzones before going back to Morrisville. Try it out.
Experience the local cuisine here in Oswego. Whether that be with something like Wanzones, which I'll admit I had last night, which was great. But nonetheless, still, and as it'll go off the sideline, and Jillian Brosnan will do the honors here as directing traffic a little bit for her team, as it'll go through to McConkey as she's able to try and break away clean here, but staying right on her is Rebecca Kench, and she's able to steal it away. Well done by Rebecca Kench to stay with her. And it's those small battles that can sometimes win a game for you, but unfortunately it's, well, I don't want to say that it's a foregone conclusion, but sometimes you do get that.
You got to love the wins of winning the small battles. When you're down 11-0, I mean, you got to celebrate the small things as it's coming.
And as you look at the roster for SUNY Morrisville, we'll count just how many freshmen they've got. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4,
it's a
5,
young team,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10 freshmen just on this SUNY Morrisville roster. So, I mean, hey, give it 2-3 seasons. We could see Morrisville become a little bit more of a powerhouse in collegiate, in our D3 soccer here.
100%.
Just as they grow and get a little bit of that, that character, that chemistry, and find what it is that can make them tick. And maybe it's a game like this that marks a little bit of a turning point.
Right, exactly. I mean, we're looking at the roster here, and 14 of these 19 players are freshmen and sophomore. They've got so much more room to grow, so much more room to develop, and especially losses like these. I mean, these are monumental. I mean, it doesn't go your way, but it's something that sticks in your head, and it makes you want to play better. You want.
I hate to sound like an old head here, but it builds character. You know?
Yeah, it builds character. That's what sports is. But no, definitely in the upcoming games, towards the end of the season, I think we'll see some development from the Mustangs here.
Especially as the Lakers, again, getting a lot of opportunities in front of Kaylee Robertson, who is a freshman goalkeeper for this Mustangs team. As she takes another boot for herself, the first in quite a while, actually.
Right, they've had Layla Walker take a lot of those kicks.
Mm-hmm. There's 11:33 still left to go. We count down the time here, almost to the 10-minute mark in the second half of things. 11-0, still the score from the Laker turf. As the Lakers trying to get it back across that center line. Luna Catano again. She is trying to break free, but she's got number 21, Megan Kloster, right in front of her.
They are smothering the Oswego Lakers right now on defense. And that's something you do love to see for the Mustangs. But if I'm Oswego, wouldn't you just play keep away here? 11-0?
Possibly.
I mean...
Possibly. Obviously, you'd want to get maybe,
right.
one more goal, because let's face it, even with a lead like this, getting goals is still your number one priority.
Oh, of course.
So you got to wonder, as
the ball goes over the fence there.
Oh yeah, having to go get it. Still playing along that far sideline, just going out and throwing in, going out and throwing in. As the Lakers throw it in once again, as it'll go off the sideline again.
It's I think that's something that's probably pretty good for Morrisville. I mean, we've talked about the lack of substitutes. These moments of just catching your breath, making sure you're good in this heat. It's these stoppages are good, especially towards the latter half of the game.
Yeah. As the defensive line, thankfully, able to keep up with things right now, as they're able to deny one Laker opportunity there as it goes out of bounds again.
Definitely a battle along the sidelines for the last 3 to 4 minutes right now.
Luna Catano, big kick over towards the center, but it goes off the chest of Rebecca Kench. Oh, I think that may have knocked the wind out of her there. 9:19 left to go in the second half, but still.
Hopefully she's all right. It looks like it was just loss of wind right there as we approach 9 minutes left in the game right now. And another stoppage.
Yeah.
As we see a corner kick coming up.
Here come the Lakers. Big kick, and Kaylee Roberts trying to find the ball. Thankfully, she gets it in her mitts. And she's able to snuff out another opportunity for the Oswego State Lakers.
And that's definitely something you want to see Roberts work on. Is several times during this game we've seen the ball just hit her hands and not able to recover it, and that's definitely been the reason for some.
As here comes Gabriela Martinez and getting it to Michurevsky. And what a goal from Allison Dmitrievsky. And I believe that makes her our second repeat goal scorer.
That does. As her ankles on these kicks have just been incredible.
Oh my goodness. We see the just gentle curve as it finds the twine.
The ball almost just arcs. She arcs the ball at will. That's about her fourth, maybe fifth shot on net.
Yeah, their second goal of the game. So Keely McConkey not alone in repeat goal scoring. As here come the Mustangs once again, just trying to get whatever possession they can. Cassidy Adamek, though, getting it over towards Dmitrievsky, and you got to think Dmitrievsky would love to
add a hat trick.
Love to add a hat trick to her repertoire here, as well, able to equal Keelan McConkey anyway. Dmitrievsky throwing it in, goes out of bounds, off of the legs of Ella Congdon, with 7:35 left to go in this second half. And still, the Lakers with all the control, with everything here.
Yeah, if you're head coach Brian McGrain, I don't know if you have anything that really pick at here for the upcoming game against Cortland. I mean,
as Kaylee Roberts thankfully able to save it once more. You gotta give a little bit of kudos to Kaylee Roberts for a game like this and being able to play all 90 minutes seemingly.
And definitely something we'll have to check the box score after the history after the game. What the highest scoring Oswego Lakers game is for women's soccer, because this showing has been
this could be in the running, because unfortunately we don't have the full history stats right in front of us. Wish we did, but a big kick there from number 9 Lily Hunter, and having to make Peyton Crane work over there in the net for the Lakers. 6:13 still left to go as we get it up to Maddie McNulty, and then over to Shea O'Rourke on the far side. O'Rourke breaking through. A long ball up for Luna Catano. Catano protecting it as she can, getting it back to McNulty. McNulty, though, off her boot and off of that sideline. 5:48 still left to go in this second half.
And that shot on net was pretty big for the Mustangs. I mean, that's just their third shot on net. It something you definitely want to see is in these final. You got 5:30 left on the clock. Keep that up. Keep the momentum up. Just keep pressing the defense and get some shots on Crane. See what happens.
Absolutely. And I believe we got a couple sub-ins here. Going off is Gabriela Martinez. And coming on is Riley Lewis, as the Mustangs will throw it in once more. And getting it off the leg of their Luna Catano. It'll go out of bounds. 5:08 still left to go as we near 5 minutes left, near the 5-minute mark in this 90 minutes, as they fight alongside that sideline.
That
a
has
long
been the story.
throw up and out of bounds, unfortunately, for Riley Lewis. As thankfully for the Mustangs, that little out of bounds is able to allow them to regroup. You know, some of those out of bounds, you have that bit of strategy for. And even though it gets given to the other team, you know, you get to recuperate and get repositioned into a better sort of configuration.
100%. As we see Oswego kicking it in from the corner, well, kicking it in from the sidelines here.
Oh, here's Luna Catano trying to get some. McConkey as well putting up a kick, but it'll float to the right of the goal. And we now near 4 minutes left here from Laker turf, as Roberts won't quite kick this one. Believe that'll be Rebecca Kench doing the honors for her. As McConkey chasing down the other 9 on the field, Lily Hunter. Bit of a battle between them, as here they come the other way. Mustangs just trying to keep it in bounds, but that'll go off the leg of Natalie Bonham Kovalek.
And we see some much understood frustration from number 19, Natalie Boham-Kolvik there. Just a frustrating day for the Mustangs.
Oh, absolutely. Now nearing 3 minutes, 3:08 to be exact, in this senior day game as Dmitrievsky coming out with it. Here's a ball.
What? That was almost a perfect lead
left
pass
to go
there, but just a little long. And Roberts was able to easily scoop that up.
As here come the Lakers the other way. Luna Catano again. There's a ball up for Riley Lewis. Sent in, but it's off the gloves of Kaylee Roberts.
A very nice rebound there for Roberts as a hitter in the hands, but then bounced right back up to her.
Oh, yeah. And because I was about to say, have you ever felt like goalkeeper's gloves in soccer?
I have.
Yeah,
but
you know just how sticky that they can get. They're able to get the ball, and it just sticks right to their gloves without having to really grip it that much. So obviously that's got to help in some way, shape, or form as we just under 2 minutes left to go. Allison Dmitrievsky wants a little bit. She'll hand it over to number 25, Shea O'Rourke, though. O'Rourke with a big kick. Goes just off the outside of the goal. 1:40 now left. Counting down the clock. As again, Kaylee Roberts having number 17, Rebecca Kench, doing the kicking for her. And it'll go off the head of Luna Catano there. She was just about in the right place to get that done.
Nice job popping it up there and be able to give Oswego the possession as they're looking at the goal right now.
Shea O'Rourke with a big opportunity, handing it off to Riley Lewis there, but unfortunately, again, off of that side of the net. 1 minute left. 12-0 is the score that the Lakers have been able to put up today. They'll have another corner kick sent up, but off of the Mustang back towards, I believe that's number 24, Carissa Rue. Wasn't she our first goal scorer of the day?
Yes, she was, Rob. And what a 90 minutes from these Oswego Lakers here today at the pitch. I mean, it was a pleasure to call this game.
Oh, absolutely. It's certainly been a fun one. As we come down to 10 seconds left, we'll count it down here at Laker Turf. And on Senior Day, the Lakers have won big. Final score from the Laker Turf, 12 for your Oswego State Lakers, 0 for the Morrisville Mustangs. And for our seniors, which I'll remind you again, Lexi Thompson, Emma Rektorovic, Gabriela Martinez, Jackie Marquardt, Lauren O'Connell, Katie Del Grosso, Carissa Rue, Perry Anderson, congrats to all of them for their service here as seniors. And what a game it's been for a lot of those guys here.
What a fun game for the Lakers. I mean, you can't really say much more. I mean, you know, you got your backups scoring, you got your starters scoring, you got your sophomores scoring hat tricks. Just a great day.
Oh, absolutely. Once again, final score here from the Laker Turf. 12 for the Lakers, none for the Morrisville Mustangs. And what a goal, what a game it has been, and especially for one player, Keely McConkey. 3 goals in 15 minutes. You cannot make this stuff up.
No, you cannot.
It's amazing. Amazing.
That is stuff you see in the movies, Rob, for sure.
Absolutely, and it's been a Hollywood day here at Laker Turf. And what a game it has been. Once again, for the final time, final score, 12 for the Lakers, none for the Mustangs. And once again, thank you all for watching us here on WTOP 10 Sports. But don't go away. We'll have field hockey in just about an hour anyway, starting about at 4, where your field hockey team will be going against Roberts Wesleyan. And you'll be on the call for that one, Eric.
I will, Rob.
You'll be able to have fun with that. Oh, yeah. You guys will not want to miss it. But for now, we say have a good day. We'll see you later here on WTOP 10 Sports. I've been Rob Finger alongside Eric Palmieri, and we wish you a wonderful afternoon.